Hello everyone, welcome back to Excalibur's Minecraft FTB, or Feed the Beast, Unleashed that is. We're currently sitting here during the 26th of January. Not January, December. Yes, I post my videos a little early. Yeah, the particle effects. Joy. Let's just go ahead and fly up. This is pretty deep. It still has to go a little bit in each direction. In any case, you'll notice that all of our presents are indeed, these are all chests, they're not presents. What am I talking about? All of our chests look like presents. Happy day. Well, last time we talked about doing a Feed the Beast stylized tree farm, a lot like current vanillas, only using turtles instead of straight piston and pushing into blocks and stuff. So I'm going to take us over to my test world, and we will resume there, and I'll show you the rig that I've worked on. Welcome to my test world. There's not much testing going on here, but this is my wonderful test here. So let me go over here and we'll type in tree. Yep. And this here should be chop, 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 and finally chop, and chop. I think that's everybody. Now for some reason that's not pushing properly. Let me just break that. I do not know why it's not doing it, but this is the first deal, and let's make sure we get some stuff in there. Let's see here, /time, set 0. There we go. So the plan is this turtle here runs on a loop, and if there's a sapling in front of him, he's going to spam it with bone meal. Once it becomes a tree, a log, these guys are supposed to push the tree using a double piston extender in front of these dudes. Up, and here we go. And for some reason, this one here is not working. As you can see, it's not pushing it. And I think it's because this is extending before it can. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Stop. And stop. By the way, to stop a program that's in an infinite loop, you just hit Control T. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So it's every other one it's not working, starting with the bottom and going up. And I think it has something to do with the way redstone is, and blah 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 blah. This is called RedNet cable, and it is part of Mine Factory Reloaded. If we go over here and we type in RedNet, we will see that we have a lot of stuff here. RedNet cable replaces redstone, and it's just simply 3 redstone and 3 plastic sheets on either side, so 6 total plastic sheets will give us 8 RedNet cables. Normal redstone can go 16 blocks before it runs out of juice. The signal just simply dies. However, RedNet, now that puppy can push on for as long as I think you can push it. I think it's only limited by chunk boundaries. If you have chunk loaders going, then there are no issues. Looks like I have to put up another line of logs here. Well, if we come over here, haha, and why don't I go ahead and do that? Nah, I don't care. This is just a test anyway. We have about the same setup, only here we have our tree, and we only have one stack of bone meal. And over here, facing the line of logs, we have a bunch of turtles. The top two haven't really done anything, so I let these guys run for a while and got a full stack each. And then as you can see, there's nothing in the top two, so we could probably just kill these two for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turtles. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the chop over here. Chop command will start. Chop. 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 And chop. And just for completeness sake, chop. And finally, chop. There we go. And then we'll come down here, make sure this guy is all filled. Yep, 64, 48. Let's just top that off. Boing. There we go. And we'll get that in front of him and type in tree. Now you see, he'll throw the sapling down and start spamming it, and generally within a few, maybe 5 or 6 attempts, the tree will grow. Maybe 10. I don't like the nerfed bone meal from 1.5, but hey, that's what we're stuck with. So if we look here, this is just going to fill and fill and fill. Why? You'll see there's a hopper behind him. And if we come over here, you'll see another hopper there. And that's just full of bone meal. There we go. And I had bone meal all in this chest. Now we have to have a skeleton farm or something like that. And the awesome thing is, we do indeed have a skeleton farm capable, because we have spawners in the other, in the actual world. So what's going to happen is, I've simplified this quite a bit from that, is the red net, let's just, crap. Okay, the red net is actually set up with 3 different colors: white, orange, and magenta. And each one is set to go off at different times. For instance, this one, oh, and there we go. It just did a push, and if we go over here, we will see that we have gone up to a stack and +1, and a stack, and a stack, and +1, and a stack. The tree is going to get, oh, there we go. It's going to grow. This does not produce any additional limbs because I have the glowstone down at just the right height. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 8th block, if I'm counting that right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And the 8th one, we have glowstone for light, and we have a ring of glowstone down here, and dirt there. We could actually replace all this here with hoppers and point them into a chest or a hopper system underneath the wall, that kind of thing. But the main thing that we wanted to do was set up a system of tree farming that didn't require one of the big forestry farms. I mean, they're cool and all, yeah, hey, hooray, but I want to do something different. I want to do something that took the traditional vanilla way of tree farming and feed the beast and merge them. And so here's what I've come up with. Now I'm sure somebody's probably done this before, but I haven't seen anything like it yet, at least not in the Direwolf 20 videos or some of the other stuff that I've seen. And it's a pretty basic thing. Excuse me, you do a ring, 9x9 square in the center. The outer portions are glowstone, the middle is dirt. And then you, whatever material you want along the outside. And then, whoa. let me get out of here before we get ourselves suffocated. We have pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pistons. 12 sticky pistons in total. And then we have 6 logs on their sides, because an oak tree is going to check for oak all around before it grows. Then we have the mine factory loaded. This is the default is white, and then using the Omni wrench you click the ring, and of course I break it. Okay, and I can show you. So you right click the ring twice to get magenta, once for orange, and the program in the turtle takes care of the rest. What's going to happen is it's going to turn on magenta and white, which will cause this to push these two out, and the redstone signal coming from the white will cause this to extend. So there's your extender, and then it's going to turn off the white, which will pull the wood back. Then it's going to turn off the magenta, which pulls the orange back. Then it turns on the orange, which extends, and then turns off everything, which retracts the wood. So that's why it goes boom, 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 pa-choomp. That's awesome sound effects on my behalf. And we'll put that dirt there. I only did it because I didn't like seeing that, but pff, who cares, right? Right. And the whole thing is 9x9. So if we count here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could move the turtles in one so that it's part of the wall if I so chose. And this could be a double thick row of oak. The reason why I did double thick is to keep leaves from growing on the outside, because that's one of the annoying things trees do, is it'll put the leaves on the outside of the logs. This limits the trees so we don't get super huge oak trees, and that's about it. So if I were to redesign this, I would put these guys in one so that we harvest more. We'd only have 2 trees right there, and then everything else would be pushed into, that's set back today, so that everything would be, we'd have another 4 to 6 logs in our inventory. So that's why that's done. I would replace the floor with hoppers, only because we could catch any saplings that fall from natural decay of the leaves. We could put in a bunch more pistons to crush the leaves, but I really don't want to have to deal with all that mess. Otherwise it turns into a vanilla with using just certain other features. So I don't really care too much about the saplings, but you're going to end up running out sooner or later if you're not careful. So you'll have to have a traditional tree farm, or find some way to get more saplings besides using this tree farm or going out and chopping things down. The goal of this was to build a room that would allow you to harvest a lot of stuff. One thing is sure to probably change is we don't need the top 2 turtles out here. Those guys can go away, and these will go in one, and we'll get a dual wall here. Again, the dual wall is because the leaves tend to grow outside the wall if it's only one thick. So this is pretty much it right here. There we go. It's 9 by 9. Inside is a 5 by 5 interior because of the double walls. We have a turtle with hoppers pointing into it and a chest over here. And then we have turtles that are 6 high here, 12 pistons, and then the red net here. I will go ahead and share with you the paste bin code right now. So paste bin for tree is WY0Z capital F MU2 and BNH05AKZ is chop. Now to use it, you'll have to be inside a turtle or computer terminal and type paste bin get the code like WI0ZFMU2 and the name, maybe if I use the 0, ZFMU2, and then the name of the program, tree. And you'll download it to whatever computer it is. Now make sure that you have a label on whatever machine you're working with and you're good to go. I'm going to go back to the other world. And we're back. I hope that tutorial was good enough for you, and it's getting close to nighttime. But I just wanted to share with you that keep forgetting I've got the jetpack on. I hope the tutorial is good for you, because that's the tree that I'm going to be, the tree farm I'm going to be using, at least to start. We may go into the forestry tree sooner or later. Right now I'm just going to get the red net cable that we need. We need a lot of it. There we go. And we'll go inside, take a nap. The electric tree tap is a lot better than the regular ones. I highly suggest you get it. Highly suggest you get it. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and throw the jetpack in there and go to sleep. So as soon as I wake up, okay, we are going to go to the extractor and make all this into rubber, and we're going to grab 16. We'll do 32. It's not a generator. We need the electric furnace where we're going to create our plastic. Now, one rubber creates one plastic sheet if I'm correct. Yeah. So we're going to be spamming a lot of energy here. So much energy. We're out, or very near out of lava. I think it would be a very good idea for us to create a solar panel, or 5 or 20,000. Okay, panel. Why is it not giving me solar? Let's double check the item subsets and make sure. There we go. So we want a regular solar panel. These advanced solar panels are upgrades from them, so we're not going to worry about it. So we have the solar panel. We need 2 electric circuits, a generator, and coal dust. Coal dust is going to be easy enough to come by. We just have to get coal to do it. And let's see here, the generator we already know is an RE battery, refined iron, and an iron furnace, or a machine block.